Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy along with Bob Wenzel. We did the previous game between these two teams. You coach college basketball. What is it like when you see a team a second time?
I think if you're the team that loses, you have high motivation. This is a home game for VCU. Even though that was a 14-point game, they played pretty well in that game. I think they're feeling confident after their loss to Richmond the other day.
Well, the Siegel Center is one of the loudest home floors you will find. It's another sellout crowd. And Anthony Grant, who really got his chops here at VCU as the head coach of the Rams before going on to Alabama, he is back as a visitor as the head coach of the Dayton Flyers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. For Dayton, this has basically been their starting lineup with the exception of 2 games this year. This is the starting 5. Now for VCU, there's no Marcus Evans in the starting lineup, but we have been told that he is going to try to give it a go. I will say, body language right now, I'm not sure how much he's going to play, if at all. He warmed up an awful lot, said he was 70% before the game started.
He was wearing his sweats and is still wearing his sweats. And that is not a good sign. You notice the players next to him, they have their sweat pants off, ready to go. And those are his numbers on the year. Mike
Rhodes in his 3rd season at VCU. Very good friends with Anthony Grant. We mentioned that the last time these two teams faced each other. He told his team today at shoot-around, he said, listen, we've got everything ahead of us.
They've got a lot to gain. Anytime you play the number 5 team in the nation, you are excited if you're a competitor. And VCU has competitors, even though they've not been playing well lately.
Dayton will start with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by the Rams. Williams, number 10. He's in for VCU. More for offense than defense. Van covers Crutcher up top. 23 on 10 for Dayton. Shot clock is under 10. Toppin. Shot clock at 5. Toppin, right side of the lane, kicks it to the baseline. Mike Sell throws it up, no good. And a rebound by Jenkins.
Hyland, the freshman point guard, number 5. He can really shoot it. 41% from 3.
Averaging 8.5 points per game. His numbers have been lifted a little bit during Atlantic 10 play.
His best game of the year was at Dayton. 16 points in that one.
Santos-Silva tried to get the ball off the side of the rim. That's no good. He got his own rebound, but then it was picked away by Dayton. Landers to Crutcher, covered by Hyland. That's a big matchup.
They shoot 52% from the field. Number 1 in the country.
Pretty remarkable, some of their numbers. Toppin can do that, and he nails the 3. That's what makes him so difficult. It's his 25th three-pointer of the year.
Makes threes, dunks like crazy. You're going to see some high-flying stuff in this game. I can tell you that right now.
He now has 970 points for his career, trying to reach 1,000 in 2 years. Jenkins pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Mike Sell.
Dayton is so experienced and so veteran.
How about the size mismatch, Bob, down below with Obi Toppin covered by Williams.
They don't want Santos-Silva on Toppin because they're afraid of foul trouble.
Chapman puts it on the floor, heads to the basket, tries to draw contact, no good. And Santos-Silva with the rebound.
He's going to get a bunch of them. 14 points, 12 boards last time they met.
Hyland has it blocked by Crutcher. And Mike Sell running the break for Dayton. Pull up 3, got it to go.
How about that? You talk about confidence. You're on the road in the Siegel Center, and it is so loud in here, and he just calmly strokes a 3 when it's 1 against 2.
Well, you mentioned they're number 1 in field goal percentage in college basketball. They're also number 1 beyond the arc in the Atlantic 10. And they've got 2 threes to start. Williams for 3 up top, too strong. Santos-Silva with the offensive board, and the ball is kicked to the backcourt. And it's going to be Dayton basketball.
Mike Sell had hip surgery 2 years ago. They look like they're working right now.
The hips are engaged. Well, this is not the start VCU had envisioned. 0 for 4 to start this ball game.
It's been their nemesis the last several games. They shoot some bricks from 3. They're not getting the ball down when they're close to the basket. No traps so far for VCU. Straight man, unusual for them.
Landers leaves it for Toppin. Tough pass, knocked out of bounds by Williams. Shot clock remains at 21. There was no change of possession, so it'll be Dayton basketball.
Pass was a little behind Toppin. His teammates are used to throwing it up above the rim for him.
Ball punched away, saved by Mike Sell.
Nice hands there by VCU. They chart how many times you've tipped the ball on defense.
5 on the shot clock. Crutcher caught in the paint. He turns it over. Here comes Hyland. Looking for Jenkins. Little stutter to Van. Sweeps it and lays it in. Here's Obi Toppin on the alley-oop. There was too much on it by Landers. Now Hyland leading the break. Hyland, nice crossover. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound by Williams, and he's fouled going up. That's an aggressive offensive board.
Good news there for VCU. A couple of things have to happen for VCU to win. They got to play even on the boards. They haven't been doing that lately. They've got to make at least 7 3-pointers. And of course, Dayton, the balanced scoring always for them, and ball security. By that, you mean handle it without turning it over. They had 20 turnovers against VCU at home and still won by 14.
Yeah, that 22-0 run certainly helped them. Williams made one, missed one. Jenkins with the rebound as Obi Toppin just couldn't hang on to it.
Nice hustle by Jenkins.
Marcus Santos-Silva, blocking foul is called on Chapman. That'll be the second foul on Dayton, the first one on Chapman.
Big smile on Santos-Silva. He's driving hard to the basket. That's going to be on the defense.
Yeah, VCU wanted a little continuation on that.
No, it was on the floor.
It certainly was. Excellent officiating crew. Lee Cassell, Mike Roberts, Mike Eads are the 3 officials. Inbounds goes right to Santos-Silva, left wide open.
Great execution on the screen.
It's a 6-5 game. Obi Toppin has it knocked away. That was an unforced turnover. It'll be VCU basketball.
They are getting their hands on the ball. They've slapped away 5 times that I can remember in the last couple of possessions. They don't always lead to turnovers, but when you knock it loose, it throws the other team out of rhythm.
Jenkins to Sims. Sims, first one off the bench. Still no Marcus Evans. He's on the end of the bench. He's nursing a sore knee. Shot clock is at 10. Hyland to Van. Looks in. Nothing there. He tosses away the screen. He's caught in no man's land.
Like the movement. Like the movement. Ooh. Like the movement. Again. Hand on the ball. This time it's a foul.
Bob, how about a 7-0 run to answer for VCU?
They've got the energy. There's no doubt about that. Anthony Grant, terrific career. Billy Donovan, was his mentor. And there's Eric Maynor on the left.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Oh, man, was he a player. Woo!
Anthony Grant, we talked to him before the ball game, and we asked him if there's any reflection when he comes back to Richmond. He's been back before. He said, I went past an elementary school today, and there was a children's book before I took over as the head coach where I was featured in that children's book. And I went to that elementary school and read to the students. He said, so I remembered that today, and that was a really cool memory.
Nice.
Here's Obi Toppin, and Toppin has it deflected out of bounds. It'll be Dayton basketball. So Bones Hyland, the freshman, will check out. Clark is in for the first time.
They are making Obi play in a crowd. 3 guys around him right there. Coming over for the charge, trying to block it. Jimmy Clark, the 3rd point guard, is in the game, which says to me that Marcus Evans is maybe doubtful.
Yeah, you're right about that. Maybe Watson in for the first time. Shot clock at 1. Obi Toppin doesn't realize it. That'll be turnover number 3. Now, Mike Rhodes wanted intensity tonight to start this game. He's gotten that intensity.
Ooh, that's for sure. This is a hard place to play. They're 13-2 in this building this year, and those numbers tell why. Turnover, steal, forced per game. Very, very good.
Dayton is now scoreless for over 3 minutes. Profield to Clark, looking in. Nothing there. Van for 3, off the side of the rim. Rebound tipped out to Clark. and he'll reset the offense.
Great play by Douglas. Number 4 tipped it back out.
Douglas had been starting for VCU, but they weren't getting the rebounding production they would like. And there's a steal by Cohill. And Crutcher up the floor. Crutcher trying to initiate some offense.
Ibi Watson's a shooter, number 2. Played in the national championship in 2018 for Michigan against Villanova.
Here's Crutcher high off the glass. That's an aggressive move.
Oh, man.
The first points for Dayton in over 3 minutes, and they've got the lead.
You know how hard that shot was? I mean, he hit that so high off the board. You talk about a guy who's Crutcher is clutcher, I'll tell you.
Profield for 3, short rebound, tipped off the hands of Mike Sell. It'll be Dayton basketball.
Take a look at this guy, 6'1", driving the lane. Way high, almost out of our camera's reach. We have a camera right on top of the backboard that looks right through that rim.
It's a beautiful shot.
Oh, man.
Jalen Crutcher, who was originally slated to go to Chattanooga, under-recruited, and certainly happy that he wound up at Dayton.
Nice execution there against the double team.
And Obi Watson with some misdirection with his hands.
He can play. Might be 6th man of the year in the Atlantic 10 this year.
I was with his old team this weekend, and they miss him even at Michigan, as good as they are. Sims has it knocked away. Profield. Alley-oop down low to Douglas, and Douglas is fouled on the floor by Cohill.
Let's take a look at VCU. There is the trap. The pass is coming here, and this guy tries to steal. But Mike Sell makes a beautiful pass to Ibi Watson, and that's how you attack pressure when they gamble. That is really well executed by Dayton. Anytime you're double teaming somewhere on the floor, you're gambling, and you're gambling that the other team is not going to be able to make 2 passes like that.
Well, it's part of the reason why VCU has averaged 9.5 steals per game, because they're able to pull that off.
Yeah, they trap and 2 guys try to intercept.
Foul on the floor to go against Ibi Watson as Clark took it baseline.
That'll be on the end line. I don't think he was shooting yet, Tom.
I would agree. Here comes Shimanga, so he's going to give Dayton a little different look as Marcus Evans continues to sit on the bench. So we were told today he participated in shoot-around.
Right.
He warmed up for over an hour before the game. We were told today he was going to give it a go. We were told also that he's 70%. So they were sort of debating whether they should keep him out as Crutcher jams it home. Out of nowhere, Jalen Crutcher.
70% against the number 5 team in the country is not going to do it. You got to be 100%. And Crutcher's 100%, I can tell you that.
He sure is.
What a great kid, too. I've interviewed him 2 or 3 times. Man, he's out to prove things.
Cohill is slow to get up for Dayton. Santos-Silva forced some space. The rebound by VCU. Shot is no good. Ball pinballed around. It was like a volleyball match on the baseline. And I believe a jump ball.
No, I think that's going.
They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, I think that's foul. Chimanga had 3 guys on him, and he kept the ball close to his body. Take a look at this dunk right into your living room. Hold on to the potato chips. That bowl is bursting. Wow. 6-1. Now you got a handle here. They want to trap at the 10-second line, like they did 2 plays ago. And they're going to continue that.
Williams called for the foul. That'll be the 14th foul on VCU. I will say that the first 8 minutes, the officials have let this game sort of play.
Yeah, but the thing about this is he hits him twice. He hits him 3 times. And, you know, somebody might say Mike Sell was kind of flopping there. But the official had it on the second push. For Mike Rhodes, the way they play, you've got to play aggressively and trap without fouling. If you play crazy and go crazy and foul the whole time, you're going to put yourself in a bad way.
Crutcher looks in. Shimanga is covered by Santos-Silva. And Crutcher's now trapped on the sidelines. Bounce pass to Chimanga, and his pass up top to Williams. It's cut out by Williams. Williams trying to go the length of the floor. Mike Sell blocks it out of bounds. A little rejection.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place.
First time since Jimmer Fredette was part of the BYU program that they've been ranked.
Yes, yes, yes. And of course, he led the nation in scoring. Scored 50-something in China. Played over there in my son's league.
Little zone by Dayton out of his timeout. Hyland over the top of the zone. He can do that.
That's his spot, Tom.
It sure is.
We've sat here and watched him do that. The left wing near the top of the key, but on the side a little bit. Crutcher, nice handle here.
Sanders, teardrop. It's good. It splashes it home.
Notice how they got 2 passes out of the trap, right? It's not 1 pass. It's the second pass out of the trap that leads to a good shot.
Here's Hyland along the baseline. He sweeps it, lays it in. Beautiful play without the use of the backboard.
He's going to be an all-conference level player. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Mike Rhodes said that he loves the game, and after the Richmond game the other day, Mike Rhodes and Bones Hyland sat in Mike's office. Mike said that he was going to do it for 10 minutes. Sat there reviewing the entire tape of the game. They had dinner together. They were there so long. Shot clock is at 7. Shot clock at 5. Watson free throw line to the corner for Chapman for 3. It's good.
You talk about execution, huh? That looked like it was going to be a bad possession, and they made it a good possession.
I think that's what you talked about before, just how seasoned they are.
Yep.
They know where each other is all the time.
Yep.
Santos-Silva, he's been quiet so far, just 2 points.
They're buying time with Obi Toppin on the bench.
Jenkins, long-range 3, no good. Ball tipped around. Matos lost it. Picked up by Santos-Silva.
Matos is not a guy who plays a lot.
Obi Toppin and Mike Sell both on the bench with Dayton up by 5. Williams inside of Santos-Silva tips it out. 3 on the shot clock. They let it fly. No good. And Chapman with the rebound for Dayton.
Chapman's got to handle the ball now with Crutcher not in the game. His primary responsibility, don't get trapped.
Matos picks it off to the wing. And an offensive foul will be called on Matos. That'll be his first, team's 5th.
Matos has made 2 mistakes in a row. At one end, doesn't grab the ball. At this end, charges into somebody. And he just kept running, not aware at all of where the defense was. Santos-Silva made a good play.
Well, Matos is out. Cohill is back in.
That makes sense to me. You make mistakes like that in this kind of a situation. Can't afford to be out there.
But again, Crutcher, Toppin, and Mike Sell all on the bench for Dayton. They lead it by 5.
Chapman's got to do a job on Hyland here, and he's capable of it.
Hyland way downtown. He got free off the front of the rim. Rebound by Ibi Watson.
Did you see the challenge by Chapman there?
Yep.
That made him miss.
Cohill peppers the line just a little bit. Watson got a good step off Santos-Silva and the glass.
Man, nice. Great to have a 6th man like that. That's a 6th man who's had 30 in a game this year.
Hyland off the glass, but he's getting quicker off the dribble.
He's making the turn, isn't he? And that's against a good defender. He's got 3 layups in the game already.
Yeah, Chapman is one of the better guard defenders in the Atlantic 10. Landers caught in the double team, got it to Watson. Watson, no look pass down low to Chimanga. A wedgie and a tie-up. It'll be VCU basketball.
They deserve it. Terrific defense. Chimanga goes up strong, but Santos-Silva gets his hand right on the ball. Perfect defense by Santos-Silva. That is one heck of a play right there. He is a small center.
Somehow, though, his hands are fast.
Hands are fast. He plays big. He's out of the game right now.
5-point game. Douglas is in for Santos-Silva. Hyland from the logo. That's an air ball. It may have been hit by Chapman. but it was contested by Chapman.
It was contested for sure. Hyland's going to do some stuff like that, but you got to live with it. Obi's back in.
Jalen Crutcher's back in two. Van covers him.
Crutcher playing the off guard now, letting Chapman handle it some. Isaac Van's got the job of guarding Crutcher. No easy task.
Bucket 10, Landers, and count the bucket. How about that? Wow!
What a shot by Landers, the unsung guy on Dayton's team, the local guy.
Well, Bob, it's been a special year in college basketball. I mean, Gonzaga's usually up there, but the fact that San Diego State and Dayton have done what they've done, I think it's made college basketball even that much better.
It's so exciting, and these are non-quote Power 5 conference teams, and they're going to be, those first two are #1 seeds right now, according to the committee, and Dayton's a #2 seed, according to the committee. So it's going to be very, very interesting when the tournament rolls around, where those teams ultimately get put, not only in their seed, but geographically. So far, so good in terms of the Dayton Flyers and how efficient they are on offense, even without Obi Toppin doing much. Anthony Grant's balance on his team is really a beautiful thing to watch. Up 7 right now. He's used a bunch of guys in the game already. He understands that this is going to be physical and draining in this atmosphere, and that's why he's substituting so much. Of course, Mike Rhodes substitutes a lot all the time because of their style of play.
First free throw of the night for Dayton, and it's off the mark for Trey Landers. So unable to finish off this three-point play.
Jaron Mcallister, number 21 in the game, doesn't play a lot, but he is a great athlete.
And Hyland for three, a high arcing shot over Cohill. He's got 12 already.
Of the 17.
Again, just a freshman. Obi Toppin down low to Landers. Landers along the baseline, just slip free.
He's the guy who quietly does great work. Against Rhode Island, 14 rebounds. He's only 6'5". Against a very strong front line. Boy, if I'm VCU, I'm looking to get the ball to #5 right now. He is hot.
Yeah, we've seen this before. When he gets hot, you just keep feeding him the basketball. Van up top with the shot clock at 8. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Mcallister, and he's pushed from behind. He'll get a couple of free throws.
Landers is going to sneak in from the corner, right there. As they move the basketball, Toppin sees him, finds him, and he finishes barely.
Yeah, barely.
Kind of looked out. This was the athlete I was just telling you about. This kid really has some hops. Mcallister has only played in 10 games, but freshman, very explosive player, and he just went to the offensive glass there.
Yeah, he's getting a chance to play tonight because Marcus Evans still on the bench in a sweatsuit. So it seems like from warm-ups to the time they went back to the locker room, they changed their mind on whether they were going to play Marcus Evans or not.
Yeah. I'm sure he ran around a little bit and said, I just can't go. Plus, if he could, he would.
Could win a game like this.
Yes, indeed. You want to be part of this.
23-18, pressure again by VCU. That's expected. Chapman all by himself trying to break that press, but now he's caught in a near double team.
That was smart. He backed out of it before he hit the 10-second line. Cohill's a little shaky with the ball.
Obi Toppin went to the ground. He got up slowly. He's limping a little bit. He gets the pass. Caught underneath. Shot blocked by Santos-Silva.
That's his second. Fantastic.
Toppin has the one bucket tonight. It was the opening 3. Jenkins on the baseline, gets it to Clark. Clark underneath, he got a seam under the arms and he laid it in. Well, that was an impressive basket.
dribble without fouling, Marcus. Especially deep into the shot clock. Santos-Silva jumped twice. Got his hand right on the ball. And Clark, who does not play a lot, has shown his coach he'd like to play more.
What do you do with Santos-Silva now, Bob? That's his second personal foul. Does he sit the rest of the half?
Yeah, you got to take him out. I mean, there's only 5 minutes left. You go with Douglas. You hope Douglas does a reasonable job defensively. Toppin is having an off game so far, so maybe he's not as big a threat. VCU is getting their hands on the ball. And even though that's not a turnover, that's important play right there.
Yeah, not only does it force Dayton to inbound the basketball again, but it also slows them from getting into their offense.
Exactly.
With 14 on the clock.
There you go. Gotta go.
5 on the shot clock. Crutcher, I don't know if he realizes it, now does. Crutcher with 3 on the shot clock, lets it go! And he let it go right into the net.
Crutcher the clutcher!
26-20. Douglas off the palm, out of bounds. It'll be Dayton basketball.
Landers, Toppin talking right here. Look at this. I mean, you kidding me? That guy, number 10, is a winner. He's the one who made the 3 against Kansas to send it overtime. He's the one that made it the 3 to win at St. Louis at the buzzer.
Yeah, 47% from three-point land in his last 9 games. That's amazing. Mike Sell at the shot clock at 7. To Toppin, he lets it fly. It's off the front of the rim. I think the fans may have gotten into his head because they were a little ahead of what the shot clock had. Clark, what a move! Mike Sell to Crutcher. Crutcher for 3. It's no good. Rebound Jenkins. Foul on the floor. They're going to get Sims on the foul. Mike Rhodes can't believe it.
Landers got fouled going to the glass. Hesitation move. Faked Obi right out of his sneakers. Nicely done. At the other end, the shot goes up. It's a long 3 and clearly a push off, but no shot.
Yeah, 16 fouls on VCU. Make it 7 now. And Mike Sell will get a couple free throws.
How about that play? Landers to Mike Sell, 2 veteran players. Mike Sell's a 5th-year guy, grad student. Landers is a senior, both of them from close by the campus of Dayton.
Mike Sell with 3 tonight, make it 4. He has 818 points during his career. He is an incredible compliment to the other 4 starters. Partly because of his leadership and his season.
Yep, no doubt about it. He plays with a composed attitude. Profield in, missed a lot of games due to injury. Look at Landers out here directing traffic. I mean, he's coming up here and says, okay, go over there. Guard that guy.
I'll get this guy.
Nice hedge right here by Obi Toppin. He's got to switch back on a bigger guy, though.
He's on Van right now. Van's left open for 3. Off the side, no good. Landers rebound. Isaac Van has been better recently, but he's hit some cold spots this year.
Yeah, the last 6 or 7 games he's played pretty well, but not frequent shooting.
Crutcher off the glass. Didn't get the angle that time. Sort of pushed off by Douglas.
Clark is doing a good job of pushing the ball up the floor quickly and without turning it over.
Sims for 3. Rims out. And the rebound again by Landers. Landers now with 3 rebounds.
Obi leaked out.
Chapman for 3. It's no good. And a rebound by Douglas. Foul on the floor. It'll go against Douglas. Mike Roberts made the call on Douglas, who just picked up his 2nd personal foul. Well, Dayton shooting 55% from the floor and 50% from outside the arc. They have the lead by 6. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Brent Stover, Khalid El-Amin, Jameer Nelson, and Gary Parrish. They'll provide scores and highlights from around the country, including Illinois' upset over Penn State. Penn State had won 8 straight, and the buzzer beater by St. Joseph's. I'm sure Jameer Nelson will talk about that, and also our first half analysis of this game. All right, so the longest active win streaks, Bob. What's significant about all 5 of these teams that all 5 are currently unbeaten in conference play, which goes a long way to having the longest winning streaks.
Obviously, and 26-0 for San Diego State. That's doing some damage. We're customarily seeing Gonzaga on these kinds of lists always. And they have been dominant at the West Coast Conference, although St. Mary's and BYU are looking like they might be going to the dance.
Yeah, Baylor is playing Oklahoma right now. They're going for the Big 12 record for consecutive wins with a victory tonight over Oklahoma. Mike Sell cans the first free throw. He is 3 for 3.
Obi Toppin has 3 points and 0 rebounds in this game. And they still are ahead in the game. That tells you a little bit about how good Dayton is.
How balanced Dayton is.
Yep.
7-point game. Hyland is back in. He's the leading scorer for everybody. He has 12.
Hassan Warden, also number 20. He can leap. 6'9" freshman.
That Santos-Silva's got 2 fouls, so they're going to have to distribute the center position for the rest of the half. There's a 3. That's good. Woo! Williams wasn't good from the middle of the floor. He's certainly good from the wing.
Toppin looks a little out of it to me. I've never seen him play this way. Not really involved, not being physical.
He slips the screen, working against Ward.
They're doing a good job on him.
Yeah, it's more than one hand that's on him. Landers tried to put back, no good. And the ball tipped out by Williams to Crowfield. Down low underneath to Williams. They swing it. Crowfield for 3. Good!
Beautiful. This is what VCU basketball is supposed to look like. It hasn't looked like that the last couple of games. They are inspired playing the number 5 team.
And they're more than halfway to the 7 threes you felt like they needed to have tonight. Landers trying to get a foul as well, but he gets the bucket. And that ends an 0 for 6 stretch. And a foul on the floor.
I think it's on Bones
I think
Hyland.
it's on Hyland as well.
I think he pushed off when he was trying to get the inbounds pass.
Well, good sell by Cohill. Although I don't know if he had to sell it that much.
Take a look right here. There it is.
Well, he sold it a little bit, but it was a
He
push-off.
pushed. The official makes the move that Hyland made. He pushed off, and see how he extended? Once you extend past your elbow, that's when that call becomes automatic. If you keep your elbow bent and don't extend it past that elbow, you're in good shape.
31-28, Dayton is on top. Obi Toppin has 3. Cohill to Crutcher, open for 3, got his feet set, and it's a money shot.
He's accurate.
He sure is. He's in double digits as Hyland is fouled. Crutcher in double digits for the 19th time.
They find him. He got a double screen from Toppin and Mike Sell. And when he has time, you can forget about it. Put it in the book. But at this end, Hyland went length of the floor and he's going to get to the free throw line. You can see his numbers tonight. Way better than Norm. But those averages are deceiving because he played a little bit early in the year. But since he's been a main cog, last 8-9 games, his numbers are very, very good. Although 1 for 8 against Richmond. Marcus Evans, of course, we show you him because he is not playing. And he is their most experienced player.
Yeah, out with a sore knee. Had a bulky brace on. He participated in practice today. Warmed up before the game. They It's a 5-point ball game. 1.5 to play in the first half. Crutcher's assessing. It'll be Watson. Extra pass to Cohill. Cohill out to Toppin, but an offensive foul is called on Cohill. It'll be VCU basketball. Williams was out with that hand injury for a few games. He's played well tonight.
He really has. Gave them energy in their last game. He's outside the restricted arc. That's great camera work. Thank you, fellas. Toppin was wide open in the corner. Cohill over-penetrated. That's... You know, if that's Crutcher driving in there, he doesn't penetrate all the way. He stops where the A10 logo is and dishes off. I'm surprised that Dayton's going full court pressure here. It opens up for Hyland to drive the basketball.
Well, they've switched it up. Crutcher is on Hyland. He and Chapman have shared that responsibility tonight. Now Cofield.
Look at that switch. Micell covered up.
Down low to Hassan Warden. He just couldn't corral the pass that was behind him. A little too much for VCU there?
Yeah, I think between the two freshmen. Next year, that'll be a dunk, right? When they both have some more experience. What a game.
It's been everything that we would have anticipated, maybe even a little bit more. The energy in the building certainly has helped feed that.
VCU picked first in the league this year.
Shot clock is under 10. Chapman to Obi Watson. Watson is fouled going up with 4 on the shot clock.
You notice how Watson is, he's such a smart player. Watson goes in, he sees that they're going to take the charge, so he gets the ball up in the air right away for a shot, so he gets 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Mike Rhodes thought it was a pass. It was certainly the objective of Watson to make it look like a shot. He converts the free throw.
He doesn't miss often.
84% from the free throw line.
That's good. Anything 78, 79 and above is very good.
Played 19 games for Michigan as a freshman, 26 as a sophomore. Went to the national championship game. He said when he transferred to Dayton, he said, I wasn't expecting all the national attention that we've gotten. I understand how difficult it is to get there, but I just didn't think that we would be that kind of team. And to paraphrase, he said it's been pretty exciting to be that kind of team again.
Yeah, isn't that great? You love that kind of thing. And I'll tell you what, when they get into the NCAA tournament, his experience going all the way to the finals is going to be very helpful to his teammates.
Jenkins with 7 on the game clock, throws it up, no good. Hassan Ward's putback is no good. Toppin gets it to Micell. He'll let it fly. It counts if it's good, and it's off the mark. So that is the end of an explosive, exciting, highlight-filled first half here at VCU.
Obi Toppin's not playing well, and they're still ahead. You have to admire Anthony Grant talking to Toppin right now, trying to get his confidence up. Forward comparison, Obi Toppin and Santos-Silva. Of course, neither has played up to their norm, and both of them are very, very good players. But the defense has been there.
Marcus Evans, who has been battling a knee problem. He warmed up today, practiced today. We were told he would give it a go, but he was only 70%, so they've decided to hold him out. He didn't play at all in the first half. We doubt he'll play in the second half.
In his place, Bones Hyland has played, and he's got 13 points. He's the leading scorer in the game, either team.
Yeah, he's 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Toppin trying to get going early, backing his way in against Santos-Silva. Off the glass, no good. Good defense by Santos-Silva.
He's physical, even though he's not tall.
And he wants it on the offensive end.
Micell is guarding him here. Pretty interesting matchup. Micell is one tough customer, I can tell you that.
Jenkins to Hyland, way downtown. No good. In and out. Landers tips it, and it's tipped out to Jenkins for 3. No good. Off the front of the rim. And Obi Toppin leaked out, catches it on the baseline. Off the glass, no good. Silva with his 7th rebound.
Wow. They've done a great job of preventing the leak out. That's part of their offense.
And Van just throws it up, doesn't get the roll. Ball tipped out to Hyland. Hyland runs it in. It's good. He's got 15.
Twice in a row, VCU tips the ball out. They have not been after it on the boards like this in a long time.
Yeah, they had the edge rebounding so far. See how Hyland fought through that screen. They've been working on that. Toppin underneath, sweeps in, gets the spin, and he'll go to the free throw line.
He misses an easy shot and then makes a 9 on the degree of difficulty scale shot. Right here, he almost bobbles the ball. They do a good job of slapping at it. And he does a good job of making a play right here. He and Mike Sell in the same place. You do not want that. 3 fouls on Marcus Santos-Silva. That is a dilemma for Mike Rhodes.
Toppin 71% for the free throw line. He missed it. And Hyland is there to run it down. It's a 7-point game. 18:20 to play here in the second half. And on the other end, Williams Jr. is fouled, going to the basket, couldn't convert.
He made a good move. Faked out the entire Dayton team with a hesitation dribble. Check this out. Looks like it's going to be handoff. And Landers relaxes momentarily.
I got to tell you, Bob, if I can go back 30 years and look at some of these moves that these players make, and if I had incorporated them into my game, I would be home on my couch enjoying the benefits of a 20-year NBA career.
Yeah, you would have been right there with Jordan, and Magic, and Bird, and those guys.
I mean, those are sweet moves.
Yes.
I wish somebody would have told me about them. 38-33 with 18:15 to play in the second half. Couple made free throws.
Look at the hands. Look at where the hands are of all the VCU players. Poking at the ball.
Toppin has it stripped away. Hyland got a hand on it. Here comes Van. Van has it stripped away. To the corner for Hyland. Ward is in the game for the Rams, and a blocking foul is called on Chapman for Dayton.
We are seeing some action here. That could have gone either way. Hard to complain about that. Chapman's a very good defender. Did a terrific job on Fats Russell when they played Rhode Island. Fats was averaging 20, and he had good numbers near the end of the game, but well below his norm.
Hyland step back 3, got a little separation. Silky smooth. Points. It's a 2-point game. Toppin wants to get it to Mike Sell. He wanted it back. He gets it back for 3. High arcing shot, no good. And the rebound is taken out by Landers. Mike Sell, a 2-handed jam.
Plays like that keep them. VCU played great defense. This dribble handoff near the sideline is not working at all for Dayton. They are shutting that down.
Hyland pull-up jumper over Landers. That one doesn't deaden off the back of the iron the way he'd like it to. Here comes Toppin to Crutcher. Crutcher quickly in the offensive end. And it'll be an offensive foul on Jalen Crutcher. First foul on Crutcher. Here's the previous play.
Take a look right here. Landers runs this ball down in the corner. Mike Sell's wide open. That's an easy one. And then the drive. Williams has taken several charges. I mean, he's there. He could have had lunch. He was there so long. And Crutcher knew it.
Williams lost control, got it back. Van covered up by Toppin, goes reverse, blocked away. That was just too easy for Obi Toppin.
Yeah, he was standing there, right?
Chapman to Landers. Toppin spin move on Hassan Ward. Count the bucket. How about that with his left hand?
Wow. That was a quick quick move by Toppin. Sets the screen, then rolls. Not there, so he comes off the lane. Reads it. Wow. That's good movement right there. Move without the ball. Your teammates find you if you have a good passing team.
He does not get his 8th point. Hassan Warden with the rebound, and VCU has a 5-on-4 advantage right now. Crowfield into the paint. Hyland handled by Crutcher.
Wow. That was 2 quick guys right there.
Williams underneath along the baseline, and Crowfield stepped out of bounds on the sidelines. 15:56 to play here in the second half. Well, some of the basketball rankings that we have here tonight, the Atlantic 10 leader are the Dayton Flyers, 12-0 in the conference, 23-2. It's their best start since the 57-58 season. Ranked 5th in the top 25, highest ranking since 56. It's a special team, and you just saw Anthony Grant talking to Obi Toppin. Anthony Grant's job is to lead this team, but also keep them grounded, too.
Yeah, well, you were asking him about, the season's expectations, and the players have been very verbal about wanting to win the national championship, and he says that's fine, but we go about our business when it comes to business. And he's a very level-headed coach.
He sure is.
Yeah, that's his whole personality. And his job is to keep them focused on what's right in front of them. And they got a big task ahead of them in the last 15:56 of this game, I can tell you that.
Yeah, up 6, 42-36. By the way, we mentioned it's the best start since the 57-58 team. We want to send a shout out to our buddy Bucky Bockhorn, longtime radio broadcaster for the Dayton Flyers, analyst, one of our good friends in the Atlantic 10. He's at home recuperating. He and St. Peggy, his wife. And we hope Bucky is rolling along. Here's Obi Toppin underneath. He dribbled it right on out of bounds. Did anybody touch it last? Yo, they said that VCU touched it last. No, they didn't.
On second thought, right here, they clearly want him to get the ball and get going.
Right.
But I'm telling you, the sideline screen is not getting it done. I mean, he had to back in from like 25 feet. That usually is not a formula for success.
Well, VCU trails it by 6, 15-20 to play. Second half.
They had a lob play set up there, but it didn't work. Ward, number 20, can jump.
Oh, there's an open floor turnover by Van. That's what they call an unforced error in every sport.
Crutcher's playing off the ball. I think he wants a screen here. He got one from Toppin, and he got a second one from Landers.
Now that foul will go against Hassan Warden for VCU. Ward will check out because Marcus Santos-Silva will check back in with 3 fouls.
Not a bad play by Mike Rhodes. He's got to have him in there. And Santos-Silva is an experienced player. He's got to be careful of when he traps. He gets a little too close to people, slaps at the ball. He's got to do a little less of that considering his foul situation.
He has 2 points, 8 rebounds so far in this game. Toppin covered by Santos-Silva. They try to isolate. They fake the handoff. Crutcher speeds toward the basket, out to Mike Sell, open for 3. He didn't get his feet totally set because the pass was low.
Pass has got to be high to the shooter. Takes too long if it's a low pass. Throws you out of rhythm.
Sims along the baseline, slips it to Santos-Silva, lays it in. It's a 4-point game, only his second bucket of the night.
How about that substitution by Mike Rhodes?
Toppin sets the screen. Crutcher working against Crowfield. His runner is no good. Off the weak side. A rebound by Santos-Silva, his 9th.
Non-quality shot there. A lot of switching going on by Dayton here. They look a little fatigued to me right now.
Santos-Silva got a step on Landers to the corner for Clark. Clark thought about the extra pass, and a foul is called on Mike Sell.
Santos-Silva goes along the baseline. Check this out right there. He goes in, beautiful pass, positions himself to get the pass.
That clock is reset to 20 off the inbounds. Block off the double screen up top. Sims to Santos-Silva off the glass, no good, but he'll get a couple of free throws. That's on Landers, and that'll be his third personal foul.
Interesting dilemma now for Anthony Grant. They are doing a lot of switching here, and Landers is getting caught on bigger guys quite a bit because of the switching. But that's how they play it. He is their second biggest guy, their second leading rebounder at only 6'5". That is and could be an issue for Dayton going forward.
Santos-Silva 56% from the line. He pushes it. There are times when his form is excellent from the free throw line. There are other times when his form, and it's most times really, when his form is totally different.
Yeah, and he tries hard. He does. Out practicing, but the problem when you're a weak free throw shooter is you practice missing. And the more you miss, it works on your confidence, on your head. It's almost better not to practice so much sometimes. Mike Sell's got to play the 4 now with Landers out. He's the second biggest guy.
Covered by Sims.
Great denial of the first pass by VCU all over the floor.
They worked on that a lot today. Shoot around.
Yep. That's their signature.
5 on the shot clock. Obi Toppin got some torque off the backboard.
Yeah, he did that time. And even though Santos-Silva defended him well, there was no double team. I think you have to double team him. He's been shaky with the ball.
Trey Clark has not been shaky. Santos-Silva underneath. Putback is good. He reversed hands.
They both did the same thing at opposite ends.
And Sims with the steal. He wanted a timeout, but he went out of bounds.
He was bobbling the ball when he went out.
Which is what Mike Each just told him, and I think he's right on with that call.
Yeah. Ward's coming in from Santos-Silva. It looks like we're going to get the yo-yo action right here with the substitutions. Right here, he doesn't really have the ball when he makes this. That play went out a long time ago.
And a foul is going to be called on Chapman. That's his third. Hyland back in, Clark out. Watch 0.
Yeah, he pushed off with his elbow. Clark took a little bit of a dive there also. Got to be careful of those plays this year because flopping is an issue that the Rules Committee does not want in college basketball, and they're enforcing it. Weave.
Jenkins has it stripped out of bounds. It'll be Dayton basketball.
Nice play by Watson. Got his hands on that ball. That was a set play for Jenkins on the weave. A weave is when people dribble handoff away from the basket and then somebody drives it right as you hand off.
And that person that drives it has to be quick.
Yes.
On that first step.
What Dayton has to be careful of is going to Obi Watson and going there too often.
Vegas with a crossover and an offensive foul called on Dariante Jenkins.
2 great plays in a row by Obi Watson at the defensive end. He played great against these guys last time, had 16 points at Dayton. He's got 18 points here in the Siegel Center.
Well, we're right about at 10:01. We're certainly not on November 15th. I think the referees have done a nice job here tonight.
They usually do.
There's Hyland's numbers tonight compared to his season average. We've seen an uptick, though, with his numbers in conference play.
Hill with the ball is not really a point guard. And against this kind of pressure for a guy who doesn't play a lot, He's got to be very careful with what he's doing out there.
Yeah, 2,000-point scorer in high school.
This has been a bad play for them.
The sidelines?
Yes.
Sims did connect on it, and it's out of bounds. So 6 on the shot clock. Dayton with the basketball.
Great scouting by Mike Rhodes' staff. They are taking the sideline handoff and making it extremely difficult on Dayton. And that's part of their offense.
Shot clock at 3. Crutcher lets it fly. It's an air ball. Cohill has it. And a violation.
Didn't hit the rim.
4-point game. Turnovers for Dayton. Anthony Grant told us, even though we won last time, we turned it over too much. Ward to Sims. Sims into the paint. Fadeaway jumper off the front of the rim. Toppin with the rebound. All right, now the handoff on the sidelines is a big part of their offense because they get it to Toppin. He'll hand it off and then he'll cut to the basket a lot of times, right?
But it's not. Yeah, but it's not happening.
Right.
See the denial there? They are denying the man coming up for the handoff. Look at this, see? They're getting nothing out of that.
Mcallister for 3, no good. Rebound by Hyland. Off the high screen, covered by Cohill. He peppered the line just a little bit. To Ward. Fakes the handoff once, gets it to Crowfield with 8 on the shot clock. Sims. Crowfield's got to let it go. 2 on the shot clock. He does. No good. And the rebound is run down by Crowfield. And a fresh 20 for VCU. Shocking that that ball was able to be corralled by VCU. And a bumping foul called on Cohill. That's the 7th foul on Dayton. With 6 on the shot clock, that means VCU will be shooting the rest of the game.
Some inexperience and some fatigue going on right now for Dayton. Watson challenged that long 3 and then leaked down the floor. His man got the offensive rebound. Rams look a little more fresh to me. This young man, Curry, at the free throw line, has got some speed.
But he can't convert from the line. VCU is now 5 of 11 from the free throw line. They got to be better than that.
That's going to be trouble.
Toppin in the paint to Watson, cutting to the hoop. Watson off the glass, no good. And a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Bones Hyland. That's his second.
Hyland's on the weak side on this drive. He pushes underneath and goes over the back of Landers. So what is Dayton from the free throw line? We know VCU is not doing well so far.
Now 6 of 10.
6 of 10, not great either.
No. Santos-Silva back in with 3. Ward is out. Crowfield is out. Isaac Van is back in.
The frequent substitutions for VCU make them fresher at the end of the game. That's going to be interesting dynamic as we go forward here.
46-40. Now 7 of 11 from the line. Van, right side of the lane. Santos-Silva set the screen. Hyland nearly lost it. 10 on the shot clock.
Curry can go.
And he does go. His leaner is no good, but he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Ibby Watson called for the foul.
Curry's on the way. It's a clear lane. Watson got him with the body. Necessary to block out in the lane, especially block out the shooter. Because on misses, when you're playing a team that doesn't shoot well from the free throw line, this is where you have to pay attention to detail.
Well, Curry missed the front end of the one-and-one a moment ago and cans those 2. 8-point game.
Shaky.
Yeah. Well, they're denying Crutcher so well.
Yep, they're denying on the wings especially.
Obi Watson, a little hesitation. Swings it to the corner. Cohill for three. It's good. That is a money shot.
He just made up for some stuff right there.
And the lead has been stretched to 7.
It's funny because it feels like VCU's ahead.
The way they played in the second half. Van can't convert. Cohill now with a rebound.
Yeah, great play by Cohill. He's hustling. He says, Crutcher, get out of the way.
And Crutcher's foul go to the basket. I believe it'll be Santos-Silva.
Well, Cohill makes the shot in the left corner, but the pass by Obi Watson, number 2, is very, very accurate. Right on the money. Cohill just has to catch and launch. That's how you play basketball. That's how you find your teammates.
By the way, they're going to change the foul. Mike Roberts is going over to the scorer's table. And it looks like it's Isaac Van who will have the foul instead of Marcus Santos-Silva.
Well, that's good news for Mike Rhodes. That was good news for Dayton. Anytime they can get a blow here, it's going to be good for them.
Crutcher converts. Largest lead of the night. Here's the foul.
Yeah, that's Van right there, number 23. He whacks him across the arms. Santos-Silva not even near him.
Remarkable. This is the largest lead of the night for Dayton. And they've had a fight for this 8-point lead.
Oh, man.
Make it 9.
They've had some close games. Duquesne, UMass,
St. Louis,
Richmond, a lot of them.
St. Louis, they were down 13 and climbed all the way back to win it in overtime. Santos-Silva got position, able to lay it in. Sometimes he's like a magician in the paint.
Great footwork.
51-44.
Santos-Silva is fronting Obi Toppin, and Toppin's reaction is to go away from the basket.
And Watson will go to the line. They'll call a foul on VCU and Williams.
You want him to take over in the end game is what you want.
Yeah, you see his numbers 4 of 8 from the floor, but he's also just made 2 free throws. He's the guy you want on the line and at the end of the game. Maybe Watson's that kind of guy, though, too.
No doubt about it. He's a terrific free throw shooter, and I think Obi Watson has to try to go to the basket a little bit more in this game. You see how that hit front rim, board, and then in? That's a sign of a good shooter. The follow through is what makes that happen. If you short arm a shot, it hits front rim and doesn't bounce up to the backboard.
That one hit the side of the rim.
Yep.
So it didn't have the angle. It's an 8-point game. Matches the largest lead of the night for the Flyers.
Key matchup here is Santos-Silva and Toppin inside. Santos-Silva is very good at positioning in there. Uses his lower body. Watch him roll now. He's rolling into the lane.
Yeah, they like him to get as deep as he possibly can when he does that, too. Curry with 7 on the shot clock. Fouled by Watson going up. That's number 3 on Obi Watson.
Well, right here he says all ball. And I think he might be right. In the scouting report, you got to know that number 11 drives it. He's not a shooter. So you try to not give him an angle. You get square up to a guy like Keyshawn Curry. Stay between him and the basket.
Well, he just made 2 free throws, and he just missed that one. So he's 2 of 4 from the line. And VCU is made 7 free throws tonight. 7 of 14, 8 of 15.
Full court pressure. Williams is the second biggest guy besides Santos-Silva in the game at 6'5" for VCU. I think Crutcher or Watson can take the ball to the basket on the dribble.
Crutcher for 3. It's no good off the front of the rim, and the rebound is taken out by Curry. Outlet pass to Santos-Silva.
leaked out.
It's his 9th double-double of the season. Landers look it in. Obi Toppin has it knocked away by Santos-Silva with 16 on the shot clock.
See him leak out. Number 14 challenged the shot. Crutcher fell asleep on it. That was the easiest VCU basket of the day.
Shot clock is at 16 on the inbounds.
Crutcher needs to just clear. Doesn't need a screen.
Watson from way downtown, no good. And Santos-Silva with another board. That's number 13. The outlet pass to Williams. Count the bucket. Oh, my.
That's a thing of beauty. Bones Hyland on the pass. Williams using the glass. And he gets fouled.
Now that's number 4 on Ibi Watson. 2-point game. Mike Sell is in for Ibi Watson. Well, we've already seen a massive comeback tonight by St. Joseph's against Davidson on CBS Sports Network. This is not a massive comeback. This is just a heck of a game. That's a one-possession game right now.
It's massive because Dayton's the number 5 team in the nation. And VCU has lost 3 out of 4.
Go Hill to the corner to Mike Sell.
They are everywhere.
Mike Sell tried to get it to Landers, who's fouled going up. The ball is pinballing around before the foul was called. It's going to go against Hyland. He's number 5.
Look at that pass from Mike Sell inside. He grabs his arm, no doubt about it. Landers isn't going to miss those unless he gets fouled.
Landers 3 of 4 from the free throw line. The lead is back to 3. That's what he's shooting into. That's the backdrop. Missed the second one.
2 for 4 in their last 4 free throws. They want Santos-Silva. Landers on him.
A little shoulder fake. Tipped his own rebound out, but it was run down by Crutcher, and now Hyland called for another foul. That'll be number 4 on Bones Hylands.
Yeah, that's a little frustration play right there. He's going to have to come out, and Clark, an inexperienced player, number 12, is coming in for him. Little coaching has to go on here. This is great stuff right here. This is what he needs. End game situations, how to handle it. We need you in the game. You can't make a foul like that. That kind of conversation.
Crutcher with SpongeBob SquarePants in his vision cans the first free throw.
I thought one of those was you. I saw a bald-headed guy. I thought that was you.
That could be anybody, Bob. Second shot is good. Guy's amazing from the free throw line. Titan games. The foul trouble for both teams. Jenkins enters the game for VCU. A timeout called by Dayton. 5:35 to play. Dayton with a 5-point lead. I mentioned Andrew Catalon, Steve Lapis, and Jamie Erdahl because they're our friends.
Yes.
But Lap, we have to send congratulations out to him. He's a grandpa for the first time. Yes, his daughter.
Awesome, Steve.
Yep. Daughter gave birth. Congratulations to the Lapis family. Sims up top to Jenkins. 5:20 to play. Jenkins, I thought he had a shot there. Crowfield short on the 3, and it's going to go out of bounds off Santos-Silva.
Wow. Boy, he gets his hands on the ball, doesn't he? I'll tell you, that was an interesting play because I think you were right. a 2 close to the basket versus a 3 from kind of a guy who's not a three-point threat normally.
Now their main three-point threat, Bones Hyland, is on the bench with 4 fouls. Crutcher fouled on the floor by Crowfield, and that will send him back to the free throw line.
Interesting decision now for Mike Rhodes. How long do you want to wait? Right here, you know, this bump is always going to happen. That's going to be a foul every single time. And Crutcher gets the shot up. Notice how that area was clear. Guy in the corner, the other 3 guys on the other side of the floor. It's a common play in college basketball now.
Crutcher 5 for 5 now from the free throw line.
I was just going to ask you what he was from the line. He's had 8 for 8, 9 for 9, you know, those kind of days.
Second shot is good.
He's got a great routine.
He sure does. When Matt McCall left Chattanooga to go to UMass, Crutcher decommitted and signed with Dayton. What a pickup he's been for the Flyers.
Wow. All-conference level player, that's for sure.
Jenkins fouled going to the basket. I believe that'll be on Obi Toppin. Let's see. Yep, it is. It's only his second foul, but Jenkins, who's just as good as Crutcher from the line, will get a couple free throws.
They're 1-2 in the league, or 1-2-3 in the league in free throw percentage.
Jenkins at 89%. I'm not taking any responsibility for that at all. I'm just not going to do it.
Dariante had 16 at Dayton. He played very, very well in that game.
Yeah, this is an issue for VCU, though, Bob. 9 of 17 from the free throw line.
Gigantic issue. Gigantic. But to their credit, when they miss it, they try to tip it back, and then they play defense without a thought of that miss, which is what you want to do.
It's a possession game, 57-51. Free throws could be the big difference in today's ball game. They nearly got Landers to turn it over.
This is not where you want to stop. Right over the 10-second line on the sideline is not where you want to stop. Can't throw it to the backcourt. The sidelines like a 6th defender.
Crutcher has it knocked away out of bounds, and it will remain Dayton basketball with 7 on the shot clock.
Okay, you got to play for this. I don't know what their play is, but you got to play for this.
It's got to be Crutcher coming off a couple screens, right? Nope, it's Landers down low. Landers too strong. Cohill fouled by Santos-Silva. And that'll be his 4th.
How about Cohill, huh? That guy came all the way from the other side of the floor. This was a flop by the defense, and Cohill goes flying in there. He's only 6'3", and he gets really hit hard by Santos-Silva.
Dayton is 15 of 21 from the line, 71%. 16 of 22.
Cohill is 10 for 11 coming into this game on the year. That's good percentage, but not many, right? Santos-Silva staying in the game. I think Hyland needs to be in the game, too.
Second free throw, no good. Santos-Silva with his 15th rebound. His career high is 22.
Weave.
Yeah, they wanted Jenkins to turn the corner.
Yeah, and Silva to post.
He's trying to. Obi Toppin is really bodying him up strong.
Obi's not as, that's an illegal screen right there when you stick your butt out like he just did. That should have been called.
Crowfield for 3. Yes! Timeout called by VCU. Our game reset. It's a 4-point ball game. Both teams are going to be shooting free throws, 2 free throws for the rest of the game. 2 timeouts apiece.
That's the key statistic there.
Marcus Santos-Silva has 4 fouls for VCU. Ibi Watson has 4 for Dayton.
They are denying Crutcher.
And by the way, still no Hyland.
I'm surprised.
He has 4 fouls. Toppin falls to the floor. Mike Sell for three. And a foul called against, I believe, Trey Landers, clearing things out. That will be his fourth.
Let's take a look at number 3 coming down the middle. They collide, and Dariante Jenkins goes flying. I think he made contact there, and Landers, this is interesting to see him talking to the official. He said, "He blocked me." This is good stuff for Jenkins.
Jenkins only has 1 point. It's come from the free throw line. They get 2. By the way, Dayton does not have a field goal in the last 5 minutes. All of their points, all of its points have come from the line. The last 9 have come from the line. Marcus Evans out with a knee injury. Jenkins' second free throw. No good. That is strange.
Dayton, the reason they're not scoring is they're not driving it to the basket right now. They're just staying on the perimeter. I think they're better off without a screen. It just brings 4 guys to the same spot.
Well, that was a tight backdoor pass. Toppin up top. 10 on the shot clock. Fakes the handoff to Landers.
Big play. Big play.
Turnaround jumper is good.
Wow. He hasn't done that all game. Big play right there.
And he's finally reached double digits. He's in double digits for the 25th time in 26 games. The only time was against Grambling that he didn't reach that way. Jenkins, no good. Santos-Silva has it punched out after corralling his 16th rebound.
That was great by Dayton. I think Landers was the guy who punched it out, and he has 4 fouls.
Hyland is about to check back in. Toppin against Santos-Silva. Quick move and a foul underneath.
Foul on the D. This is a wonderful play by Toppin right here. He backs in. The help comes and then leaves. He's patient enough, and then the second help does not come. Same exact play this time. Backing in. He gets fouled 3 times on the way to the basket.
Well, good news for VCU. How you doing, Obi? Good news for VCU is that it was Clark, not Santos-Silva, as Obi Toppin converts the free throw.
Good point. Hyland's coming in. Now, can anybody stay in front of him? Or can Hyland go to the basket with authority like he did in the first half?
No good. Santos-Silva the board. 6-point game. Free throws have been the story tonight. VCU 11 of 20 from the line. Dayton 17 of 25.
Santos-Silva positioning.
Well, he wants it. Ball is tipped by Obi Toppin. They're going to call it a kick. I thought it was his hands.
I thought it was too. He's saying the same thing. It was my hand.
He asked Mike Roberts, who had a clearer view, to overturn the call.
That's his hand.
Wow. Well, that's a break for VCU. 2 minutes to play. Jenkins down low to Santos-Silva. And that's a smart play by Cohill, because Santos-Silva is not the best of free throw shooters. But they're going to take a look at it to see if it's a flagrant 1 or flagrant 2.
Now, I can't see that as a flagrant.
Yeah, I think he just pushed him from behind.
Touched him on the shoulder. I tell you, though, they're switching that. I don't think they need to switch this. I mean, you want Mike Sell on Santos-Silva, not Cohill.
Mike Eads just told us it's a common foul.
Yeah, there's no way that that's anything more than that.
For those of you tuning in for the Colorado State UNLV game, you'll be able to find that online at CBSSports.com. VCU.com/CBSSN. As soon as it tips off, and of course, we'll get you out there immediately after the conclusion of this game. All right, so free throws tonight, Bob. Nothing a coach can do about this, but 11 of 20 is VCU, 55%. And they've got Santos-Silva, who's only a 55% free throw shooter, on the line here for 2. Rotation matters sometimes.
The crowd gave him a great applause on that one. He's making everybody nervous.
11 points, 17 rebounds. His 12th point would be a big one. Landers winning early. Doesn't matter. Count the bucket. 4-point game.
If you're Dayton, you spread the floor. You don't want traps or turnovers. They've been going to Toppin, but Crutcher is the guy in the clutch.
And Crutcher's teardrop is good. Count the. Oh no, they're going to call an offensive foul. They called an offensive foul on Crutcher.
Is he in the air? I think he's in the air before the man steps in. Is he off the ground? Maybe not. Wow.
That is a huge foul because it gives VCU the ball down 4. Anthony Grant, the evil eye to Mike Roberts. One and a half to play. Jenkins outside for Hyland, inside for Santos-Silva. That was a tough pass, and VCU is very fortunate. Santos-Silva against Mike Sell. Forces the action, doesn't get the angle, and Landers gets the rebound.
Great defense by Mike Sell. He stayed between Santos-Silva and the rim. Did not let him get an angle.
All right, so 4-point game. Still time left for VCU.
Absolutely.
Crutcher and Mike Roberts having a conversation.
I don't know what that's all about. That's strange.
10 on the shot clock. Mike Sell open for 3, steps in for 2, and doesn't get it to go.
Wow. You talk about execution. Crutcher's over here chatting with the officials. The clock is running. I'm thinking, did they call timeout? Here he is. And then he goes. Mike Sell fakes it because he doesn't like the 3. He's only 27%. Gets to the goal. That's great execution.
He's 3 of 4 from the line tonight. 4 of 5. Dayton is 18 of 26 from the free throw line.
Not great, but pretty good.
At 13 of 19 this half.
They're getting there a lot. That's the main thing.
Second shot no good. They're making one, missing one. All right.
That's not the way to do it.
Still a 2-possession game. Would have been even if he had made the free throw. Jenkins to Santos-Silva. Backs his way in. Hook shot over the top of Toppin. No good. Putback is no good. Williams gets it again. Off the glass. No good again. Finally, Santos-Silva gets it in.
Great stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass by the home team. You've got to admire this.
All right, Bob, let's revisit the keys to tonight's ball game.
Balanced scoring is there for Dayton. Ball security is there. Only 13 turnovers. They had 20 last time. Play even on the boards. VCU is better on the boards. This is very good news for them. And make 7+ 3-pointers. They've only got 6.
Well, the Colorado State UNLV game is underway and now available at CBSSports.com/CBSSN. We'll get you out there as soon as this one is over. You know, there was a crowd in that shot. They give Williams the made basket instead of Santos-Silva. They may go back and review that, but it doesn't really matter. It's a 3-point game. What do you do now if you're VCU?
Well, I think you got to foul. And, you know, you try to double team. That's the reason Hyland is out of the game. Clark is in. They want to foul.
They get it into Crutcher now to Cohill. Knocked out of bounds by Jenkins. Remains Dayton basketball with 22.9 to play.
This is a difficult sideline out of bounds play right here. This is going to be on the sideline. You don't face this all the time, especially against a team like VCU that presses. So Anthony Grant's coaching has to come into play on this inbounds.
One timeout left apiece. It's a 3-point game, and Dayton will inbound on the sidelines.
22 seconds. This is very, very touchy right now for Dayton. Are they going to go 4 guys in a row? They have a lineup out here. Crutcher is deep. I think he's going to get several screens as he bricks to the ball, and I think Landers is going to screen and go long. That's exactly what they did.
And they give it to Cohill, who's fouled from behind by Clark. And really no time has come off the clock on that.
Correct. And that's what you want to do. Now Hyland and Santos-Silva will come back in for Clark, and I'm not sure who, maybe Ward, because those are your 2 guys who can score right there with Mike Rhodes. So he did a good job. He knew he was going to foul, so he didn't want either of them to pick the foul up.
And Cohill, the sophomore from Cleveland, 1 for 2 from the line tonight, 10 of 11 for the year. This is a big one right here, and it's good. So now it's a 2-possession game.
Yes. So here come the offensive players. The guys they wanted to foul come out of the game. So now you got Hyland and Santos-Silva in. You got Williams, who's been very, very good on the offensive glass. You let Hyland go with the ball and penetrate, try to make something happen, and the other guys crash the offensive glass.
Cohill makes both, 64-59. VCU's got to go quickly. Profield to Jenkins for 3, no good. Rebound by Cohill, and he gets it to Crutcher. 10 seconds left, and Crutcher is finally fouled. And I think the Dayton fans can exhale a little bit with 8.9 to play. They're behind the Dayton bench now.
Anthony Grant is talking and smiling at the same time.
I don't think he smiled the entire night.
That is Obi's mom right there.
Yeah, his mom, Ronnie.
She was at the last game with Jacob, her other son, played for the Rhode Island, and she had a shirt on that was half, right? It was cool.
Out of the fact that Dayton has 1 field goal in the last 8 minutes, all their points are coming from the line to ice this game. Crutcher converts 65-59, 8.9 to play. Dayton 21 of 30 from the free throw line. VCU 13 of 22. And that'll do it. 8.9 to play. 66-59. They get it to Williams. He'll head right toward the basket. Lays it off the back of the rim. 66-61. 2.3 to play. Mike Sell will just dribble it out. The leader that he is. 15 consecutive wins for Anthony Grant's team, as the Flyers improve to 24-2 and 13-0 in the Atlantic 10.